I have to admit, I haven't, but it's good.
I never know where we're gonna be. If we're gonna be up front, back here, I just never know.
Wherever you wanna go. And I've succeeded.
I love it.
You're down there.
I should set my TV on.
Oh,
Because I never think about
I
it.
have succeeded.
Getting you on your toes.
I like it. You're doing a great job. Hey, Daryl, how are you?
I heard about it, that's how I said it.
Send me that
That's why I
note.
sent that note to you.
Crap, I have no idea what that
Well,
stuff
I
is.
tried to set you up and it says it's already set up. Okay.
I wonder if they did it. I'll find it somewhere.
Well, I emailed the lady
Okay.
and sent me mine.
Okay.
And so we'll see.
We'll get it sorted.
If she doesn't let me have it, then you may have to call them.
Okay.
Can't you just mail, can't we just mail it in?
Yeah, well,
Old fashioned way?
you know, NLC did that. Now I got an email from them today that for their,
Well, no, because I had several people, because even
the
today.
conference in Nashville they're having, like
Yeah.
June
That was
19th.
really cool that your vice mayor did.
July 19th.
Do you wanna go to that?
Yes, I can go to that one.
Okay.
But they said somebody had to register online. They're eliminating their paper and everything and going online
The solution
registration.
point thing?
I've had it laying on my desk at home for like 3 months. Go to mynlc.com and register. And I just, it's like in the bottom of my pile. By the time I get to that point, I'm brain dead. Sooner or later I'll get there.
It's national.
You been doing well?
And,
Doing well. Good.
All the committees together, I think.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's all in
It's like a joint committee.
No,
Yeah.
One today that I watched tonight.
Well, I'm glad you did, I need
They're having
to
another one in,
DVR those things.
well, I know
Forgot
the
all
committees
about
I'm on,
it, to be
the
honest with
small,
Small Cities Council?
yeah, that's out in California in June, but I'm not going there.
It's convenient that it's in Nashville.
Thank you for
Yeah.
fixing that little one.
You don't want to sit too close.
You know, I know they
because
want
I'm
to move it
sick.
around, but
That's
it really gets to be a nightmare when they have it on the coast for
Get
people.
sick.
Because it's too hard for most people to get for the expense and the time. You know, you try to fly from one coast to the other, you got a whole day going out and back. Sure, kills you.
Sounds like fun, I'll try it in August.
What's that?
Sounds like fun, I'll try it in August.
The summer policy meeting. It's July 19th through the 21st at the Lowe's Vanderbilt Hotel.
Hold on, how are you? I'm gonna start calling you delightful Don.
The registration deadline is June 1st.
You won't bite, will you?
No,
Okay.
that's nice.
You can nibble, but just don't bite.
It's the National Cities Spring Committee. It's the Spring Policy Forum. Or Summer Policy Forum.
I can do that one, yes. That one I can make.
Barring these are subject to discussion, or they just.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Policy.
Probably just tell you the policy.
Play with it, you know, with it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love to do that.
It sounds like it.
Oh, really?
She's not from Florida.
In my leadership training consultation. I didn't have a full appreciation for some of these, you know.
These are recovering.
North Alex.
Daryl's got the move.
Ask that question.
Strategically located tree care. Well, they were in the same building.
Because I guess they.
You don't want to check?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Sit back here.
I can go sit over by Heather, I'm sure she
Well,
likes
back then you were.
I just got over my sickness, so I probably still have immunity.
that.
You're in the last couple of years. Hey, Jeff, how are you? Good to see you. How's the baseball team? All wrapped up? Oh. How old is your son again? You told me. So a freshman, okay. So that was at the junior. They're varsity. Where's he at school? Where's he at school? Okay, I was thinking you told me. That's where you told me before. That just ended last night, or 2 nights ago. 2 days ago. Okay.
Workshop is on.
Workshop is on.
Well, thank you everybody for being here. Wanted to get started and give everybody a brief budget update on where we're at today. You should have all received your draft budgets last week. And that is what will be presented to you in 2 weeks at the board meeting. Obviously, there can be plenty of discussion tonight and talk. We won't change anything going into the first reading because that's what's going to be published in the paper to be shown to the public. So even if we have any discussion tonight about changing things, that you're going to see the same thing in a couple of weeks. But I did want to just give you some brief updates heading into that time. First thing I want to talk about is the fee schedule. And every year now, we're trying to approve our fee schedule. It's an ordinance. It basically puts all of our fees in one place so they're easy to find, easy to understand. Everything that you see up there is what we approved last year, except for in the green colors down here, at the bottom. And these are not new fees. These are fees that we left out of the ordinance last year. They were actually in an ordinance for different things. For instance, the road cut mooring fees. Then we have on another screen trailblazer signs at $250 each, licensing fees $100, and then gas mechanical fees down here at $100. All those have been in our ordinance for those different types of functions. You can see the rest of the community development fees, which are not impacted, are not changing. Those are probably where most of our fees are. Then we also have some for our parks as well.
Backing up to that road mooring fee,
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
$1 per square foot of surface excavated, you're boring a street. You're not disturbing any surface area except a little bit of each end. How's that work?
Well, it's for a road cut. That's for road cuts or bores.
Is that assuming they do the repairs afterwards? What's the point of the fee to begin with? Just to know that they're doing it?
Really, more than anything, is to know that they're doing it. But it's not, a lot of times, we'll discover a utility company who's out there doing an open cut.
Is this standard? I mean, do other communities do that? The only reason I'm asking, I'm looking at it going, reach in your pocket, but here's $10. I mean,
It's not like we're making any.
no, you're not gonna make any jingle on it, but I was just, but that's the
Biggest thing
point,
is
just to be
Just to
known.
know that we're doing, who is doing what out there, and to, if we know about it, then we can make sure that our standard answer on any type of utility work with our roads is, they need to try to do it more.
I'll ask one more question. Is it, I mean, when you look at the money, I mean, it's a pit. Is it really worth having? I mean, do they come in?
I would just assume not, to be honest with you.
It just seems to me to just remove it for the little bit of money. I mean, either they're gonna come in and tell us or not, this fee isn't gonna cause somebody to come in and, you know, they're not gonna go, okay, well, I'm gonna make sure I rush down there for $10. It just
Most
seems,
likely it's costing more to provide the check than it is
Yeah.
to,
you know, I would just eliminate them unless there's a major concern.
how do we know then that they are accurate?
Well, you know, I guess where I'm coming from is, let's take a 10 square foot area, which is a fairly sizable area to do.
Well, if we cut a road, it's gonna be 2 feet wide, and the road's 50 feet across, that's 100 square feet.
Okay,
Which is-
so let's do that, so $100. That fee, $100 isn't gonna change a company from being ethical or unethical. I mean, a good company's gonna come down and tell you anyways, I would imagine. I just don't, I'm not gonna fight the cost, but I just look at it and go, it just seems kind of ridiculous, quite frankly.
That's probably building permit too, you know, good builders gonna do a good job. And, the guys always out there trying to sneak around the permit. This gets the inspector to look it over, town knows what's going on.
I'm okay with it,
Two
yeah.
sides to it.
Yeah, I understand.
I hate another fee, I hate another permit, but,
I think it definitely helps people come in and have to tell you that they're about to cut your street, so that way you can't know what's going on out there, and they don't get in on things they shouldn't be getting into. Or we can tell them, hey, with that area you're about to cut, there's some things you need to be looking for.
yeah, we've got a storm drain here.
Right, right, you don't go down too far, whatever the case may be, and if they know it on the front end, at least they know they can come off this. A lot of cities.
It's like the.
I'm excited about
business registration. It's not fee work, but it helps us to know who's here, because believe it or not, we don't, unless they tell us.
Hey, David, would you stop on the community room?
Yes, ma'am. On that.
The gas and mechanical fee, David, is that like an air conditioning job? Gas and mechanical fee, what is that?
Bruce, is that HVAC type stuff?
Yes.
We're supposed to be giving our input.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Okay, I'm gonna,
Fine.
in the community room, you know, we're supposed to have community spirit. I personally don't think we need to be charging people to use, for the use of our room. What I think we should do is to say they have to pay $50 or $100 deposit if there's any damage, they don't get it back.
$100.
Is it $100? I just think we're trying to instill community spirit. What made me-
Wear and tear.
Well, what made me think of it is when the scouts were here for Chris Dooley's thing. And I'm thinking, here are these kids that are doing great things, and we're charging their family a fee to use our facility. I don't know, it didn't strike me right.
What about, picnic facilities? Charge for that?
I'm not missing our facility here. I don't know.
On the gas and mechanical fee, do we know what, that seems like somebody's changing out an air conditioning unit or putting in a gas water heater, changing out from electric, or just putting in a gas line or something. $100 is a pretty good whack. What's Maryville, Oak Ridge, or Loudon, or North City charge? Does anybody know?
Not to turn it off on that. Rick, do you have any idea about some of the business?
No, I do not off the top of my head. We looked at those last year when we put this list together, and, but I don't have any of that. So,
We can try to get some of that information for you, so you can take a look at it for first reading. First reading of the fee ordinance will be the same time first reading of the budget is next time, so we can get some of that information for you.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know. Do we have, what's our plumbing permit? So much per fixture?
yes, it is. $5.
So if you have a 30 fixture home,
There you go.
$25 plus $5 for each fixture.
So if you have, just doing one fixture.
yeah, so a big house, 25 or 30 fixtures, $175. For gas mechanical fee, if somebody's changing out a water heater or something like that, it seems like it just seems excessive for no more work than it might be. Now, if we're doing a whole complete heating and air conditioning job on a big house, it may be a, $15,000 or $20,000 job, that's something else. Now, it's just like you don't have to be scheduled, sort of like plumbing.
At the same time, or the same fee schedule as plumbing.
Possibly, we don't have fixtures with gas and mechanical necessarily, but maybe so many gas taps or, I don't know how you do it, but I don't know, that seems strong and kind of a blanket thing for a little job. It's gonna be a real big whack for somebody who's doing some small job.
I would offer that we take that out. I have to admit, I'm really looking at this time.
Okay?
Because we do have a mechanical permit, which is $25 for the first $1,000 per total value of installation, plus $5 for each additional thousand fraction thereof. That
Okay.
falls more in line with what you're talking about with plumbing. And the mechanical, and probably really relates to another one that does really with the license therapy, which is in the ordinance, which is one of those that we missed last year.
Yeah, so it's not uncommon to do a $15,000 air conditioning job anymore, so that'd be, this be under $75, so it'd be $100. So the gas, I kind of see those as going inside, being part of each other or something.
These have been our fees. These are parts that we had, they were not revised last year, they were just taken out of the ordinance, so they were adopted back in '07. So these have not gone up since '07.
Okay, but the gas mechanical is new, right?
No, it's not.
That's actually the same.
We just left it off.
We left it off the, right, we left it off the ordinance fee schedule last year as 100%, it's been in place since 2007.
So what's the purpose of it? How's it different from mechanical
No.
working?
No, if you flip forward, go back to the previous screen, that gas mechanical fee, let's
Yeah.
take that one out, because I think what it is, we had a duplicate with the licensing fee, because it's the gas mechanical licensing board. And I think that's really what it is, so we take that one out. But the licensing fee is actually currently in the ordinance, and once we incorporate it into here, we'll take it out of the ordinance.
Okay. So that's,
They need a Farragut gas and mechanical license, just like they need a Farragut plumbing license.
Yeah, it's the gas mechanical plumbing board,
Okay.
the licenses.
Okay, so we're taking that out then, right?
right, we'll leave that gas. Any other question? I know, Vice Mayor Morris had questions about community room. Anybody else have any questions about it? Comments? Again, all these fees are in your packet, and you can, feel free to take a look at it between now and, 2 weeks from now. We will, come back and, make that small change and have it in the ordinance for first reading. Okay, your next item we want to talk about tonight is the general fund budget. Just want to kind of give you a snapshot of, what's in your draft budget to look at. Right now, we have a beginning fund balance proposed for next fiscal year, $6.7 million. Most of our revenue assumptions have not changed since we gave you the initial draft, or initial workshop discussions 3 months ago. So we have total revenue proposed for FY13 of $7.5 million. Expenditure-wise, total expenditures next year proposed at $6.2 million for all departments. So that gives us revenues over expenditures of $1.28 million. We have a few transfers. The biggest transfer out, you see, $3.8 million is broken down. Just to give you an idea. It's I know it's $2.5 million is going to the CIP. $622,000 is going also to the CIP, but it's actually taking the land acquisition money we have now and just transferring it from the general fund to the CIP. State Street aid is $220,000, which goes towards resurfacing our roads. The equipment fund is $150,000. And then the insurance fund is $330,000, and that is for the retirement obligations that we have based on the board's approvals this past year. So all of that equals up to $3.8 million transferring out from the general fund to the various funds that those would be. So that leaves us an ending fund balance proposed of $4.1 million for the end of next year. Any general questions about just some of the numbers?
Chris, overall, how we stack up compared to other municipalities of our size in terms of what we have in fund balance relative to our expenses and income?
Well, we keep 30% of all expenditures in reserve for our rainy day fund. I think for a municipality our size, that's a good percentage. Some may have more. We typically always have more than that in our fund balance. So I think fund balance wise, we're in very good shape going into next year's budget. Obviously for us, the main thing we focus on and have to focus on is keeping that fund balance keeping our revenues over expenditures at a positive. First of all, state law requires it. Second of all, we have to put a lot of that money into the CIP to pay for things. So we typically pay for things in cash. So, and we have a very aggressive CIP over the next 5 years, which we'll get to in a few minutes to talk about. So, yeah, but I think going into next year, I do believe we're in good shape. We do see, obviously, some revenue growth coming from a couple of new retailers that will be in town next year, Costco and Publix. There may be a couple other stores that pop up here and there, but certainly we will see a revenue increase, I think, because of those.
Fair to say next year will be the last year for the hall money?
I don't know if next year will, but I think in the next 5 years, I think you can probably see the all income tax change or go away, very, very much so. I definitely think there's a push from the state to start doing something like that. fund also comes some program changes. And program changes.
And then before you move on, I see this puts us, our ending fund balance, the lowest it's been in 5 years. What do we attribute that to?
Typically what happens is we will always budget conservatively. So what we do is budget revenues very conservatively, and then we budget expenditures a little more than we think we're gonna maybe need. So that way at the end of the year, hopefully we have more revenues and less expenditures, and that always usually brings that gap back up. So what you see at 4.8, 6.4 million, things like that, our budget's gonna show 4.1. I certainly assume by the end of the year, that should be higher than the 4.1 million, because of just the way we have the budget.
It'd be interesting to compare that going back 5 years to see how it projected versus the ending fund balance when it came out.
But isn't part of the David, our CIP budget is just bigger this year? I mean,
Yes.
that's a pretty big nut. That's what's really driving it down.
Yes.
And I know we have the retirement too, with a pretty good little chunk there.
I believe in,
All factored in.
I believe in 2011, we only budgeted $1.5 million for CIP. This year was $1 million more. So that's certainly going to take a chunk out of our fund balance. So the budget that much more money in CIP.
You know, just to Bob's last point there about the retirement, I mean, that's really not affecting the budget to a great extent as we move that money. I mean, it's, we have a little additional that we're gonna have each year to fund this new defined benefit plan.
I think they said 300,000.
But the 330 is, I mean, the bulk of that's moving from another account over, right?
No, we,
Okay.
Well, the insurance fund is
That's
where
what
we
I'm
had
talking about.
the big chunk of money. The
Yeah.
330 is
We spent
make up the
that.
difference between what we budgeted this
Okay.
year and then what our obligations are.
Okay, good. That answers
That's
my
what that
question.
330 is coming from.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks.
Okay,
that's the
move forward.
All right, good deal. Program changes are typically new positions. It could also be new equipment or something that we haven't had before. This year, we're looking at 2 new positions, one full-time, one part-time. One is a GIS analyst, IT specialist, that will serve a dual purpose. Our goal is to reduce our expenditures on contract with our GIS consultant we have now. Have somebody that's full-time on staff rather than just 1 day a week that we get now. But also have somebody that can help out with all of our IT needs. I mean, we're getting into a very heavy load of IT issues and things. You know, we have questions all the time, and unfortunately right now, Allison and Pam are both handling most of those IT questions. And not to say anything against their expertise, but they
That's
have
not what
other,
we do.
they have other things that they are certainly responsible for, and probably somebody I'm sure could do a great job with that. So that is for salary benefits for the position next year. Public Works Administrative Assistant, Mr. McKelvey is the only department head that doesn't have any help in his department for any kind of administrative work, and they probably run, I don't know how many POs and things throughout the year. It's way more than anybody else in town. So this is for a part-time position to help out, probably 20 to 25 hours a week. So that's the salary and equipment to help them. I'm certain, I know it'll be more efficient to keep their guys, the foreman, out of the office and more out in the field, helping them do a lot of work. So,
Yeah, and I looked at that, if I can comment on that, on the equipment, I noticed there was $600 in there for a chair for this person. Now, as the president of my company, I've been working a $69 chair for 15 years now, and it works pretty darn good. I'm wondering, how come this person's getting a $600 chair, and then $2,500 for computer equipment? Does that include software? We already have software.
Includes software.
it'd be a brand new computer for them.
But what kind of software, is that some specialized software, or is it just Windows, or?
Well, by the time you do the computer, the office, because we have to have Office Professional, which is about $400 just in the software.
Yeah.
And we have to have the printer and probably a fax machine, because they'll be over there without any of that equipment that we have here. And probably the copier. So all that's included.
Copier, sure.
Telephone.
Yeah, telephone.
Well, that's including the $2,400, that's a heck of a deal, but I do question that $600 chair. I think we can get a
I think we can do
Herman
better.
Miller Aeron down at,
Better than that.
yeah.
We'll look at that. I think it's just, it's a number, but then make sure we have plenty of money for all supplies and stuff. Certainly, talk to Mr. McKelvey about
I'm gonna go find a plug real quick.
Hey, David, on your first position, you commented that that will reduce on the contract. What's the offset to the 68? Are you picking up 10 of that, 12, 5?
Right now?
Contract right now is $38,000 per year.
So at the end, we're gonna have a net increase of 30, roughly.
Roughly, okay.
So what's the GIS analyst do for us, for the town?
They would do all the stuff that Mr. Palmer has been having to do a lot of throughout the week.
What's he gonna do?
Nothing. It's a plan. The idea is to free up Gary's time to manage his departments and those other things, besides if they can get somebody.
And what are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna do anything. That's the whole point. No, I think that the positions, well, I think it was in the budget 4 or 5 years ago. It was taken out, and now we're looking at putting it back in.
So notice we're adding a personnel, a job description, 1 or 2 a year, at least, since I've been here. And it just seems to we just keep adding personnel. In midst of a recession, I'm having a little trouble explaining that to the people.
Well, again, I think it will make us more efficient because we're taking away duties that people may not be 100% able to do. We're having GIS stuff that we are getting more and more involved in GIS. It's becoming not a class and very question all the time. Hey, can we do that much? Can we do that like that? Yeah, sure. And it may take a little while to get anything back to us because either he's got to get around to get to it, or we have to wait for our consultant to come in. One day we may come in and do things for us. But all the departments are the same way. They all have different things that they need for GIS maps and different drawings and this and that. A good GIS person gives a lot of good data to work off of and understand. But at the same time, most GIS, they've done their studies and everything else. They also know a lot of IT. And I think that having one person to go to for IT, that everybody that can go and help set up a computer, help them with Word or Excel or whatever the case may be, will help free up some of the time that our town reporter or county clerk have to spend on those types of things. So,
So this is total cost, including all direct labor partner,
right.
pension, salaries, benefits.
Right. If we get somebody that is single and not married, that reduces that cost quite a bit.
I'll throw this out to you just as an idea. I'm not intimately familiar with the GIS piece, but on the IT piece, what we've did for many years, we used ITT Tech. They've got a real good IT specialist program over there, and we used them as interns, and they could work 20, 30 hours a week. Now, again, I don't know the GIS piece, so it may not fit, but I'm just making you aware. They were awesome. I mean, every one of them went out and had great careers. We watched them, great references. Off they went, and they were wonderful. And sometimes for 20, 30 hours a week, you can almost get as much effort out as 40. Just because of their energy and enthusiasm. I'm just throwing it out as an idea. I'm not opposed to what you have here.
All right, the next item I'm going to talk about is the community grants. And I think we have passed out to everybody a list of the current grants that is in your proposed budget for this year. You can see on your screen as well. The list includes $10,000 for each school foundation, $2,000 to the CADES, which is the Alzheimer's daycare center. East Tennessee Concert Band, $1,500. Keep Knoxville Beautiful for $1,000. Sunshine Ambassador, $1,000. Knoxville Opera, $2,000. Then we have CAT and Park and Ride Lot, which kind of go hand in hand for roughly $1,000. And then the community school grants, which is a separate thing altogether. The proposed budget has increased that from $10,000 per school to $15,000 per school. And this is really just a spot for the board to have some discussion about, certainly. And let us know if we should change anything. And again, we won't change anything between now and first reading, but for the second reading, we can make changes.
And I went over to the cat park just for fun yesterday and see who was there. I saw Blount County, Loudoun County, Ray County, Dyer County, Anderson County, 2 Pennsylvanias in North Carolina, and two Knox County.
Did they have
Actually,
shop at Farragut with stickers on
No,
them?
not a single one. So when do we debate these grants? When's that? When are we gonna write one back?
You can discuss them right now. I mean, you can't obviously vote or anything. If you want to have some discussion and kind of give some feedback, then we can certainly work on that, going into first reading.
Well, I've got feedback to offer. I'm on his page. You know, last year I was very much against CAT. And I want to go on record. I think CAT provides a valuable service. I don't think they bring value to our community. I mean, you can slice those numbers any way you want, but when it comes down to it, you've got 20, 25 people that are using that. We're spending a lot of money. I went over there last year a couple times and did what Bob did, and I saw the exact same thing. Now, I'm not going to give the whole school speech again. I'm going to give the revised one. But here's what I'd recommend that we do. I would recommend we eliminate $40,000 for Knox-Berry Transit. I think we need to renegotiate the lease on the park and ride lot, cut that down. I think David, when you and I visited this morning, he said we have 50-some spots there.
It's 55.
You know, and cut that down to 10 or 12, as I was, made aware it's at the end of one of our greenways, walking trails. So, there is a need for some parking there. But reduce that down. But let's just take the 15 too. I'll just leave that there because it's not insignificant, but I want to bleed into the schools. I'd take that 40,000 from the CAT. And what I would do then is I would also take the 2 10,000s from the foundations of the schools, and I'll tell you what I would do with that. That'd be 60 on top of the 75,000 that we already have. Okay, so we're up to 135. I'm going to stick with what I said before. David was kind enough to send us this email here on April 27th. If we did 3% of our total revenue, that would be 225,000 and change for the schools, and then there's roughly another just shy of 70, the 30%. Okay, but I'm going to stick with the 225. So we'd already have 135, the 75 plus the 40 plus the 210s. The foundations are really set up. I'm all for the foundations. I'm not anti-foundation, but they're set up to be 501c3s, so people and businesses can give money directly to that and get the tax write-off. I mean, that's really the main purpose of the foundation, and in turn, obviously, help the school out with special projects. But I think as a community, we need to make that statement. Let's take that 60,000 plus the 75, add another 90 grand to it, divide it up evenly amongst the 5 schools. They all would get a check from us for 45,000 and change. They need it. They'll do a great job with it. You've all heard these leaders here. We're blessed with 5 great principals. We would affect the lives of roughly a minimum of 7,000 students, and probably closer to 8 when you total all up. That is a great use of our money, and it sends a statement. And I made that comment at the end of the last meeting to the principals. We want to have the town of Farragut plastered on all those fields and gyms, and they all said, absolutely, we'll do it. And I've talked to some of them individually, not about these dollars, but in the past, we want to find a way to get our name there. I think it says a lot about this town.
So instead of being Farragut, we're not school business, it'd be Farragut, we're all about our schools.
Just because we don't have jurisdiction over the schools doesn't mean that the schools are not a big part of our community, and they are. I would say if you could take an informal poll, it would easily be over 50% of our residents would say a big part of the reason they live here is due to the reputation of the schools. And I think we need to step up and make that statement. If we do it as a percentage of revenue, it'll float up or down. And the day may come when we're short on cash and we have to say, sorry schools, we can't do it this year. I'm okay with that. But I think right now we need to do it. So.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Did anybody have you seen a paper today? Farragut has been named the #5 school in the state.
I haven't been able to read it yet.
Big five. I don't know if it got into I got it late yesterday, so I don't even know if it made it into the press today. Farragut has been voted the #5 high school in the state, behind 4 schools in Nashville, some of which are private.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. We're really right. That's awesome. What's that?
Yeah, Hume Fogg and Martin Luther King Jr. Magnet School and a couple others. They're all 4 high schools in Nashville, either public or private.
Thanks for that.
Ron, just so I'm clear on your proposal, you're proposing still the 3% plus the 40 and 20?
No, no. So the 3% is 225, right?
Yes, that's
Okay.
right.
So from the 225, here's how I get to that number. We have 75 set apart already, so we take that out. So that takes us down to 150, right? Then we have 40 for CAP. That takes us down to 110. Then we have the two 10,000s for the foundations. I would just give all this money to the principals, so get rid of that. That takes us down to 90. So it would be a net increase of 90,000. So we have the 225 divided by 5, just evenly amongst the 5 schools that serve this community. They each would end up with 45,000. That's what I recommend.
Let's go with 2%, 40,000 each.
2% would be 30,000. I'm good.
I'm not in favor of that. I think there's a big difference between being supportive of the schools and supporting the schools. I'm very supportive of our schools. I think what we're doing is very adequate. My concern is if we start going radically increasing this amount, we're crossing over into a supporting role. And I think it sends the wrong message to the Knox County Commission and the Knox County School Board. They are the ones that are responsible for supporting the schools. If they sit there and see us drastically and radically increasing our support, I think that sends the message to them. We'll just reduce what we give to your schools. We'll let you make up the difference. And I'm really concerned about that message that goes out. And again, I'm very supportive of the schools. I think what we've got in front of us is a very good supportive statement, but I think crossing the line, going drastically increasing that amount is not the way to go. I'm just in favor of that. I am on the CAT statement. I have supported that for the last few years. I've been extremely disappointed with the problems we've had with that lot, with the TVA people using it, even the lack of CAT promotion for that park and ride service. And as a result, I am not going to be in favor of that this year.
Jeff, your concern on the school is a valid concern. I do want to tell you, I don't think it's an accurate. The school's budget is decided outside of anything they can do. If we gave each 100,000, it would be outside. I've actually talked to 2 county commissioners about it. I think there's been some other conversation about it. It would not affect what any of these schools would get allocated. This would all be icing on the cake. I want you to know your concerns about it because that's come up before. And so I've talked to the people in the authority to do that, and they all say that would not be the case. If you give that money direct to that school, it doesn't affect the allocation at all.
Well, with all due respect, I would disagree with that. I don't disagree with your statement. I think it's human nature to be sitting in the seats that they're sitting in and to see an entity like the town of Farragut step up with a lot of money to sit back when times are tough and to say, hey, they've got a resource there. Let them go use it. I just think it's in the heart, it's human resource, it's human nature to do that. I think they can say up and down they won't do it, but I think it opens the door. And again, I think that the emphasis should be with the resolution we've got on the agenda tonight. I think it's about funding the schools adequately through the resources that are there and defined to support the schools. I think the piecemeal approach just isn't working. I think there needs to be an overview, evaluation of it, and I think the resolution we've got on the agenda tonight is the way to go. I mean, it needs to be evaluated in terms of how the funding goes from a standard county-wide basis. I just think that's the way to go for the schools. Let's look at something more substantive, put it in the ballot, and let people vote on it. But for us to just allocate it, and again, a significant increase in what we're doing and have done, I'm just not comfortable.
Well, I agree with both of you.
I do too, and it's hard because always in the past, and I know with the past mayor, I used to get aggravated at him many times when he'd always say, we're not in the school business. And it was so negative, and that really bothered me. And on one occasion, I did say something to him about it because that, we need to support our schools.
Well, I think, I like Ron's idea of putting it on a percent of the budget. That way it's fixed, it's not just some arbitrary number we pull out of our hat. It's something that moves with our ability to contribute. based on our revenue, so I think that's a good thing. But I'm like, Jeff, I don't think we wanna jump quite to that level, first crack out of the box. And I'm for augmenting it somewhat, $15,000 is a pretty good augmentation. You know, maybe we need to look at something like, what would 1% be, $15,000 per school?
Exactly. Yeah.
So, pretty quick math.
Yeah, 1%'s 15, 2 is, well, 2 is 30, 3 is 45.
I just don't
Figure
like
that out.
the idea of them having to come before us, and it's like they're begging for money for the student.
But I think they need to be accountable, and they need to give us a summary or some kind of submittal, or some kind of agreement, what they're gonna do with it. I think we're entitled to know. I think we're jumping up 50% already, and that's 1% of our budget. We've got arguably, well, I don't know, I'm definitely for just defunding CAT. I think they're woefully inefficient and overpriced for what we get in service. We could buy a taxi everybody down there for less than what.
Point of clarification, are we allowed to have this discussion? We've been
You're not
duly
making
noticed.
any, right, it's noticed, you're not making any decisions tonight, you're just having this discussion to get ready for your first reading in a couple weeks.
Well, you know, I would offer, and I appreciate what everybody says, that nobody is not in support of schools, I mean, that's obvious. But it is the #1 economic development tool this community has. The
And
number one.
Knox County spends less on Farragut schools than do any other school in the county.
And there's a variety of reasons for that, and I can tell you none of them are related to anything that we're doing. I mean, think about it, these schools are all getting, they average, let's just say $5,000 per student. Right? I mean, then that's the low number. It's probably a little bit over, let's just take it to 5,000 per student.
Yeah, I think it's more like 10,000.
Okay, so you got 1,000 students at a minimum at any one of the schools. The high schools are, I mean, Farragut High School is about 15, 16, and Hard Valley is about 2,000. I mean, if you think 50,000 is gonna impact the budget, it ain't gonna happen. Will it impact the quality of education at school? Yes, it will. You know, look, you saw Mike Reynolds come in here and talk about the IT needs. I mean, my God, they could spend that amount of money just on computers. I mean, it's sad, and I agree with what you said, Jeff. I'm on the Knoxville Chamber. I voted on that that resolution to support that budget. I've sent letters, not as an alderman, but as a business person, to each one of the county commissioners. I've had meetings with 2 of them personally. It's huge, but I want to talk about these schools. I just really think it's a mistake. You know, every one of them came here asking, or almost every one came here asking for more money than 15,000. They could come here and ask for 100, and I can tell you they would burn through it tomorrow. And I don't mean burn through in a bad way. That's how short they are. And again, you're talking 7,000 students. And almost every one of those families migrates in some way, shape, or form to this community. Costco opening up, Turkey Creek. I know percentage-wise it seems huge. At the end of the day, it's a drop in the bucket. I mean, if you convert that to students, it supports 10 students in each school. 10. 50 students out of 7,000. It's not.